Good morning, beautiful souls. It's Andrea with Enlightening Offerings. You're seeing me just post yoga journey with Jamie.com. 2 more days to experience this beautiful stand head wall setting for this summer class program. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So today's Monday, this coming Wednesday, and then Friday the 1st at 10 a.m. Your last 2 chances. Highly recommend. During yoga today, I had the opportunity to be inspired and think of this message that I need to pass on to you all. It's the concept of transitions. So many lifetimes ago, or just a couple of lifetimes ago, I was in staffing. It feels like lifetimes ago, incarnations past. I was in staffing for about a decade at Express, and they sent us to these wonderful trainings all the time, leadership trainings, just things that had to do with our industry. And one of the things that I heard someone say during one of these trainings was, people are not afraid of change, people are afraid of transition. And that concept, that has resonated with me for going on 20 years. It must be close to, because, I don't need to do the math right now. It's been a long time since I heard that term, or that phrase. People are not afraid of change. They're afraid of transition. And then my very good friend Tara posted a blurb about, she's a life coach. Tara is a life coach, really amazing female, powerful, doing really good work for helping people retrain their brains and their thoughts, specifically around food. And she suggested this book. It's My Magnificently Messy Wonderful Life, something like that. Anyway, I'll link it. I'll at least post the actual name of it below. Whatever it was, I got the book. I started listening to it. It's only like 4 hours long on the audio version. Very good. But she talks about food in the way that when we're eating something, some people have a hard time putting good food down, even when their bodies have had enough. And she uses the example of this really delicious homemade tomato soup that she made, which would absolutely be something that I would want to finish all of, even if my body was like, we're good, you've had enough. Hello, Andrea, you can stop feeding me. Okay, I guess we're eating all of it. Okay. Anyway, this woman talks about how it's so hard for us because it's an ending, right? It's the ending of something amazing and wonderful and delicious. It's almost like a little death. We're mourning. It's when you put that spoon down, we are mourning something we will never have again. And then finding the willpower to walk away from it, to then carry on with our life as if we haven't lost this amazing, wonderful connection to something that we loved. And this example can be used in so many other ways. I was just talking to my daughter about this the other day, and I'm not remembering those examples, but this comes up, right? Like the concept of putting something down, giving ourselves, permissioning ourselves to mourn that, to feel those feels, and then also just walking away from it, the willpower to walk away from it. So today, the concept of transition periods keeps coming up, right? So I'm in child's pose. I had this tattoo of a third eye. It was awesome, and it's like gooped onto my yoga mat, and so I'm sitting there, something reacted within the yoga mat and the tattoo, and it just gooped off, and I'm kind of laughing, and I realize I'm having a really good time here. I did not want to come. I love you, Jamie. It's nothing personal. I did not want to drive here this morning, but I'm so glad I did. It's like with my movement practice in years past, it was the 25-minute drive to get there was so hard to talk myself into, but I never one time walked away thinking, oh, I sure wish I hadn't come. Never. That never happened. So it's that transition period, right? People aren't afraid of change. They're afraid of transition. I'm not afraid to be here. I'm not afraid to be done eating the tomato soup. I'm not afraid to be, that was the example with Madeline. I'm not afraid to be in bed But God, putting myself to bed, leaving my couch, brushing my teeth, doing the things that I need to do, such a pain in the ass. And then once I get into bed, we never want to leave. I want to get up in the morning. I got to get up and like do other things. It's that transition period. So how do we, as adults, as humans, as children, train ourselves to be okay with that transition period? How do I talk myself into the fact of knowing that I love my drives because I get alone time to listen to my books, to Marco Polo my friends, to think, to sit in silence. Oh my gosh, silence, right? I love the drives. So what then is it? Is it the walk from my house to my car that I don't like? No. These are all just little things. Little things. It reminds me of several years ago, we were introduced to Google Calendars and putting the things in and then just holding yourself, finding the willpower to do the things when they come up in your reminder, and how amazing you'll feel if you just do the thing when it comes up, when you promised yourself. Be authentic with your word to yourself, most of all, always, and it'll be so much easier to be authentic with everybody else, right? So, and if you have a hard time doing the thing, break it down into smaller things. So leading up to the big thing being done makes so much sense, right? So I guess that's my thought for today is acknowledge the hesitation when you are self-sabotaging. I mean, there's really no better word for it, right? It is self-sabotage. You are not wanting to finish the food, even though you are finished. You're not wanting to go do the thing, even though you know when you get there, it's going to be amazing. You're not wanting to go to bed, even though your body is crying for more rest, and you know you're going to love it when you get there. Like, do the thing even when it's uncomfortable to get there. Do the thing even though the transition period is really uncomfortable and hard for us as humans to lean into. Acknowledge that. Honor that. Honor that little morning period of putting that baguette with the amazing oil and vinegar aside. Because honestly, the first bite's always the best one, right? It's like that. It was Starbucks logo, that first sip feeling. I don't care how good the wine is. It's the first, maybe second sip. Oh, coffee. Oh, it's the first sip. It is. It just is. Like, nothing is ever that good. And you're just chasing that feeling. There's another message from our friend. You're chasing that first glass feeling. So listen. Just listen. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. Listen to your psyche. Don't zone out. Don't mindlessly eat. Don't doom scroll. You know, go to bed. Go to yoga. Leave your kitchen. Sink into the transition periods instead of fighting against it. I would love your thoughts. More about transition periods and the discomfort. Let me know. I'll link that book below. Blessings to you all.